Well, hello, my fellow veterans out there. Oh, I just noticed the moon. Squirrel. All right, yeah, I'm a nuclear reactor operator, and along with that comes a lot of things that those in the know. They say that we glow in the dark. I haven't quite seen that, but I do have X-ray eyes. Anyway, so what do we do when we get out? Well, I'll show you what I've done over the last 5 years. I ended up getting 30 acres down here in Central Florida, and I started to make it my own, starting with this trail that goes off to where our house is going to be. I ended up getting a tractor big enough and a bush hog to mow it, and I love it. We're making dirt every chance we get. We get wood chips and wood mulch, but you can look around at the forest behind me of what I'm dealing with. We built a primitive camping spot up there, raised dirt, all fenced off, big enough for a rig to come in. We were going to Airbnb, but I don't know. The family likes having strangers on the property. We'd rather have friends or family, so that's why things are the way they are right now. As you see, when we come back here, trying to get things organized. This has been a year of organization, alphabetization, and utilization. So with that comes a place for everything and everything in its place. Like on an aircraft carrier or any vessel of any kind, every space is utilized. And being on an aircraft carrier kind of led me into the van life and other vehicle life. Different from what I grew up in, which was the suburbs, basically suburbs of a bunch of major cities, like, Salisbury, Maryland, Danbury, Connecticut, Batavia, Illinois, let's see, Crestwood, Kentucky. Let's see, what other places do we live? And then, okay, so Orlando, Norfolk, Newport News, Portland, a bunch of different places. Anyway, point was, 5 years, got a $10,000 tractor for $4,000 that needs $6,000 worth of work. Done a lot of work on that tractor. I got a whole series of when I replaced the clutch, and I'm constantly trying to make it better. You know, when you're on a vessel, especially something as old as mine, as old as George Washington is now, she's probably been in for a refresh a few times. That stuff's old. You guys put all new stuff in there. Oh man, look at this. So this is that stink horn. Look at that. It looks like a shrimp cocktail, doesn't it? Anyway. So, organization. That's been the big thing. I was homeless for a little while and actually slept in a car not much bigger than this. Toyota Supra. Oh no, why is this door open? So we got this property. All these buildings were in place. And we have done a great job of filling them all up. And if you look back in the videos, you see all the structures that we built. And the gardens, we really expanded the gardens this year. Which has also made me expand the parts department. So back here is the parts department. And what I do is try to find wood and stuff that's on sale. And of course, store it till the job comes up, till project presents itself. Up off the ground. We have rattlesnakes and all kinds of different animals that want to eat the wood. These are some great projects. I just picked this up, reclamation. Again, reduce, reuse, recycle. I need to get a cover for my boat. Oh no. Yeah, at least gotta get this stuff off of it. That'll be another video. Anyway, let's go around this way, shall we? I personally don't mind this cold weather. A, because I'm carrying enough insulation on myself, and B, I grew up in Clarence, New York. You know, Batavia, Illinois. Man, when the blizzard is 70, was it 76, 75? Trying to remember. Anyway, there was a blizzard in Illinois when you could walk up to the streetlights, and we were sledding down the roofs of our houses in our subdivision. It was amazing. And that's where I learned my amazing skill of aim, was growing up in a subdivision where there are endless piles of gravel and things to throw gravel at. So just leave it at that. Yeah, so here's the inside, and if you look, this was all basically completely bare. It had been mowed down to the ground. It was mostly beauty berries that had just been mowed. And of course the buildings were all here. Again, I already said that. This is the food forest that we're growing because we're trying to minimize our inputs. I mean, one of our 3 to 5 year plans, we wanted to get a sailboat. We actually wanted to start sailing. Well, then family changed that, and we're happy for it. We're really happy that we have family that loves us, and we can love our family and support them, and support, it's just good for everybody. Family's important, y'all. No, open this door. And you can see most of the stuff is made out of scrapple, except for the stuff that can't be made out of scrapple. Hold on a second. It'll work. That's really only as big as it needs to be. Anyway, point is, once you get out of the service, there's all kinds of different things you can do. I'd love to have veterans come stay here, learn what it's like to be a homestead, Navy members, families, whatever. I mean, that's part of my dream, is to use these campers as rentals or just experiences for my fellows in arms. And come out and see if it's something you want to do, honestly. Spend a week, spend a couple days, spend a few hours. See what it's like. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for me to know where my food comes from and to give them the best possible life to express themselves. And oh man, it's really satisfying. So I hope you find your zen, whatever you're doing out there. If you don't like it, you can always change what you're doing. But again, if you made an oath to the service, you should really just tough it out. Know that that time's going to go by, and once that's over, it's over. Okay, get through it, move on, stay the course. Short-term loss, long-term gain. Long-term gain. Remember that. Short-term losses for long-term gain. I mean, you can do whatever you set your mind to, per se. And the only one holding you back is yourself. Right? Anyway. Happy Veterans Day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Love you later.